Me say something that will divide every single person watching this video. Cristiano Ronaldo is a problem, not for Portugal, not for his teammates, not for the coaches who have built systems around him for 20 years, for the entire World Cup 2026. Because here is the thing about Cristiano Ronaldo that nobody in football is brave enough to say out loud right now. He should not still be this good. He should not still be this relevant. He should not still be the most talked about, most watched, most debated player at a World Cup at this stage of his career. And yet, here we are. Cristiano Ronaldo is at World Cup 2026. He is fit. He is focused. He is hungry. And he has the most dangerous weapon any footballer can possess at this stage of their career. Absolutely nothing to lose. God help everyone in his way. To understand the Ronaldo problem, you need to understand what this World Cup means to him. Because this is personal, this is not just football, this is legacy, this is history. This is a man who has spent his entire career in the shadow of a GOAT debate that he refuses to concede. Messi has his World Cup trophy. The debate that consumed football for 2 decades, Messi or Ronaldo, was supposed to end in Qatar 2022, when Argentina lifted that trophy and the world declared a winner. Cristiano Ronaldo did not accept that verdict, and World Cup 2026 is his response, not a retirement tour. Not a farewell lap of honor. A genuine, burning, obsessive attempt to write one final chapter that forces the entire world to reopen and debate it. Thought was closed. That motivation, that specific, personal, historic motivation makes Ronaldo at World Cup 2026 one of the most dangerous forces in this entire tournament, because a player with something to prove is always more dangerous than a player with nothing to prove. And Cristiano Ronaldo has everything to prove. Let us talk about what Ronaldo actually does at World Cups. Because the conversation around him is always emotional, always about legacy and records and the Messi comparison. The numbers are what matter here. Cristiano Ronaldo is the highest scoring European player in World Cup history. He has scored in every single one of them, not 4, not 3, every single one. Consistency across 5 tournaments, across 20 years of international football, across every style of opposition and every tactical system designed to stop him is not luck, it is not coincidence. It is the product of the most disciplined, most obsessive, most relentlessly professional approach to football that the sport has ever witnessed. And here is the number that should worry every goalkeeper at World Cup 2026. Ronaldo's conversion rate from the penalty spot at international level is among the highest ever recorded. In a tournament where knockout matches are increasingly decided by penalty shootouts, that specific skill is worth more than any tactical analysis. Can fully measure, you can neutralize a winger, you can man-mark a playmaker, you can press a possession-based midfielder into submission. You cannot tactically solve a player who steps up to a penalty with the coldest nerve in world football and simply scores. Is the Ronaldo problem in its most concentrated form. Over the course of his career at club level, Champions League level, and international level, every coach in world football has tried to stop Cristiano Ronaldo. Double marking, triple marking. Entire defensive systems redesigned specifically to prevent him receiving the ball in dangerous areas, and the result consistently, maddeningly, brilliantly has been the same. Ronaldo scores anyway. The most effective approach to limiting Ronaldo has always been cutting off his supply, preventing the crosses, the cutbacks, and the through balls that allow him to attack the box with that extraordinary leap and that devastating header. But here is the problem with that approach at World Cup 2026. Portugal are not a one-dimensional team anymore. The generations behind Ronaldo, the players who have grown up watching him and have now matured into world-class performers in their own right, means that focusing your entire defensive structure on stopping Ronaldo simply opens the door for everyone around him. Stop Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes destroys you. Stop Bruno and the wide players tear you apart. Solve the wide players and Ronaldo has already found the space you just created. This is the tactical nightmare that Portugal present at World Cup 2026. And Ronaldo, whether he starts every match or not, is the reason that nightmare exists. Here is what makes the Ronaldo problem even more complex than Ronaldo himself. Portugal in 2026 are the most complete squad they have ever assembled. And for the first time in the Ronaldo era, this Portugal team does not need him to be the best player on the pitch every single match to win. That is new. That is different. And that is genuinely frightening for every team at this World Cup. Because in previous tournaments, when Ronaldo had a quiet game, Portugal had a quiet game, the two were inseparable. His form was their form, his bad days were their bad days. In 2026, that is no longer true. Portugal can control a match without Ronaldo touching the ball in dangerous areas. Their midfield can dominate, their wide players can create. Their defensive structure can protect a lead without relying on Ronaldo to drop back and contribute defensively. And then, in the moment that matters, in the final third, when a goal is needed and the pressure is at its absolute maximum, Ronaldo is there. Still sharp, still clinical, still capable of producing the moment that changes everything. The greatest impact substitution in world football. The most dangerous set-piece target in this tournament. The player every opposition goalkeeper genuinely fears when the ball goes into the box. You have to defend Portugal as a complete team, and then deal with Ronaldo on top of that. That is two problems presented as one. and most teams at this World Cup can only solve one at a time. Now let us talk about something the tactical breakdown cannot fully capture. The emotion of this moment. Cristiano Ronaldo knows that this is his last World Cup. Every person watching, whether they love him or despise him, knows they are watching the final chapter of the second greatest career in the history of association football, and that creates something extraordinary. Not sympathy, not sentiment, not the warm glow of nostalgia that softens the edges of a great player's farewell. Fury. Cristiano Ronaldo is not here to be celebrated. He is not here to be applauded off the pitch by opponents who admire what he has achieved. He is here to win, to prove a point, to write an ending that the entire world will be forced to acknowledge. That anger, that refusal to be defined by anything other than victory is the most powerful fuel a competitor can have, and Ronaldo has been running on it his entire career. Opponents feel it too. There is a specific psychological weight to facing Cristiano Ronaldo in what everyone knows is his final World Cup, a weight that goes beyond tactics, beyond preparation, beyond everything a coaching staff can control. You are standing on a pitch, trying to stop a man who the entire football world is watching for the last time. A man who has scored at 5 World Cups. A man who has broken every record placed in front of him. A man who wakes up every single morning with one thought: I am not done yet. That is not a football problem, that is a human problem, and it is one of the biggest problems at World Cup 2026. So if Ronaldo cannot be stopped tactically, and the emotional weight works in his favor, is there any team at this World Cup that genuinely has chance of ending Portugal's campaign and silencing him? Yes, but the list is brutally short. Spain, because Spain do not defend players. They defend space, and Ronaldo without space is a significantly reduced threat. Positional discipline of Spain's system, the way they control the areas of the pitch that Ronaldo needs to operate in, gives them the best tactical answer to the Ronaldo problem that any team at this World Cup possesses. France. Because France have the individual defenders to handle Ronaldo in 1-versus-1 situations better than any other nation here. And in terms of attacking firepower, France can outscore Portugal on a good day in a way that very few teams at this tournament realistically can. Argentina. Because Argentina have already beaten Portugal in this debate, at least in the eyes of the football world. There is a psychological edge to Argentina when they face Portugal that cannot be measured in statistics. Messi has the trophy, Ronaldo does not. In a match between these two nations, that reality lives in every single moment. 3 teams. 3 genuine hopes of solving the Ronaldo problem at World Cup 2026. For everyone else, prepare your best game plan. Prepare your best defenders. Prepare your best goalkeeper, and then watch Ronaldo score anyway. Here is where we land. Cristiano Ronaldo is not the best player at World Cup 2026. Conversation in 2026 still belongs to Messi, but Ronaldo is the most compelling story at this tournament. The most emotionally charged narrative. The most dangerous combination of elite ability and desperate motivation that exist anywhere in this world. Cup, he is a player who refuses to be written off, who refuses to accept that his moment has passed, who shows up year after year, tournament after tournament, and produces moments that force the world to keep watching. 48 teams are here. Every single one of them prepared for Portugal. Every single coach has a Ronaldo plan. And somewhere in this tournament, in a match that matters, in a moment that nobody predicted, Cristiano Ronaldo will do something that makes every single one of those plans completely irrelevant. Because that is what he does, that is what he has always done, and at his final World Cup, with everything on the line and nothing left to lose, that is exactly what he will do again. The World Cup has a Ronaldo problem, and the World Cup has never been more interesting because of it. That was our full breakdown of the World Cup 2026 Cristiano Ronaldo problem, and why no team at this tournament has a clean answer for a man who refuses to be finished. If this video made you think like it, if you want this level of analysis every single day of World Cup 2026, subscribe to Global Football Daily and drop your answer in the comments right now. Can anyone stop Ronaldo at World Cup 2026? And the real question, the one that has divided football for 20 years, is this the tournament that finally settles the GOAT debate once and for all? Messi or Ronaldo? One answer. Drop it below. No hype, no bias, just football. We will see you in the next one.